Okay, so we are going to pick up right where we left off. Back in chapter 68, uh, we found out that Legosi actually got some compensation since he lost his jaw strength, since he's been doing meat meditation and training with Gohin. His limbs have actually gained strength, so he's going to be using his limbs to fight as his main weapons and not his jaw. So that's interesting to see. So maybe he's going to be crime fighting with Gohin now. We'll see. So he won that fight against the meat addict. Let's see where things lead now. So let's jump into chapter 69. Okay, so here's a panel. We have Legosi here. He's hanging out with Goin again. Goin, it's not hard. You need to take care of your own wounds. Don't be a baby. Okay, so be sure. Okay, cool. Oh, there's an interview after this chapter. If I have the energy, I'll probably go into that. I like seeing author notes and whatnot. Alright, so it looks like Legosi got hurt from this doesn't look like it's the same wound, because Legosi got bit on the arm by that hyena, so this must be a fresh one. But I'm still real grateful for your help these past couple days. My workload's been reduced by half. I never thought I'd get help with this kind of job. I never thought I'd have to help you. That's true, it kinda just like threw you into it. But Going does this on a regular basis though. Like look at this scar on his eye and his cheek right here. He uses his natural strength and rehabilitates these addicts and carnivores. Going's a really awesome character. I really like what he does. Like his personal mission, I actually like it. Going's job is so intense. He's actually in combat with the wolf. It looks like another addict. He goes out at night and he just hunts them down. Kindly come to my clinic so you can recuperate, Red Fox. Do it for the zebra whose ass you bit, unless you want me to punch you again. Oh, he's such a badass. For the zebras whose ass you bit, okay. What a harsh society we live in. Is it so wrong to bite some herbivore's ass to control my appetite? It was just a little nibble. He looks so menacing. Like the scene is so awesome, but it's so goofy because he has a net, right? Because what we know about Going, I love. All right, so when he was fighting against the Shishigumi, he used like a machine gun, right? Because it's so easy to lean into Batman territory with like Gohin and just have him like be like this doctor who goes out and he just kills perpetrators like carnivores and stuff like that. But no, he actually takes his time and uses non-lethal methods to capture them. He's not above using force, as you can see. He has his net right here, but he wants to capture and restrain them, rehabilitate them, and release them back into the world as as functioning individuals, right? Because it'd be so easy just to turn them in. Because I've always wondered why he doesn't turn them in. I don't think. No, because even with Legosi, when he thought he had eaten a herbivore, he offered the first thing he did was just offer counseling to Legosi and tried to help him that way. And I think that's kind of interesting. I wonder if we get some explanation for that. But anyway, this is actually a really noble goal. Come to my clinic to recuperate. He's not saying I'm going to turn you in. He's saying he's going to hurt him. Well, he actually threatened to punch him again, but that's just so he can cooperate. So that's pretty awesome. So he misses the swing with the net. See ya, quack. So he just like leaps in the forest, and there's no way Goeen's gonna be able to catch him. But what we know, Legosi is his partner in crime right now, so he's breathing heavily. That big guy's never gonna get through these walls. Okay, so Legosi's up on the roof and he jumps down. He's like he's like a vigilante now. I think biting someone's butt counts as sexual assault. It's a very Legosi thing to say. Ah, Then we cut to the next scene. Him chomping on some bamboo to recuperate. That fox was pretty agile. Without you, it would have taken twice as long to bring him here. I'm grateful that you endured some shoulder bites so I could catch him. Okay. Oh, look at this scene. This is actually a hilarious scene. He's just chilling here. This is adorable. I can imagine this sound. Have you ever seen a video? Whoever's watching this, have you ever seen the video of a panda just chilling and eating some bamboo? That is the most ASMR thing I've heard, like in a long time. I'm gonna watch it after this. But yeah, this is, I don't know why, just seeing him in his natural habitat, just eating something, it relaxes me. Anyway, with me training you and you helping me with my work, it's like killing two birds with one stone. I'd like to have less work-related injuries if possible. So going, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What? Oh, hey. Knock knock? Let's see. Dr. Gawain, thank you so much for helping me. Oh, you're finally ready to get discharged? Have you stopped seeing those bone and meat nightmares? Yes. Here's an electric music CD that'll help you suppress your predatory instincts. Always listen to it before you go to sleep. Drink your medicine 2 times a day. And when you feel your body shaking, get yourself to a bathroom stall. Make sure you don't look at any herbivores on the way. Doctor, thank you so much. I... You're okay now. Be confident. And if you're not feeling well, you're free to come back here anytime. That's freaking awesome. You know, this this is just like solidifying Going. Going's in my top. He's in my top 5, right? He's right now. Like as a character, Goheen's arc is pretty much complete. Like he's what Legosi can be, in my opinion. Like I wonder. You know, I kind of think of it. I keep forgetting that the title of this series is Beastars, and we haven't even seen a Beastar yet. I wonder if Goheen is like secretly a Beastar. I wonder if that's the case. It doesn't seem like it, because if that was relevant, I think it would have came up. But if Goheen's out doing this mission, which is quite philanthropic, what the hell does a Beastar do? Like I'm really curious to what it is and why we haven't seen one yet. You know? But anyway, this is low scale, but it's solving a huge problem, just like one patient at a time. And notice how Goheen's not keeping this guy against his will, right? He can leave anytime he wants to, as long as if he feels he's ready, they can go, and that's really freaking awesome. Just to see how he's just helping these guys, because I don't know how he's getting. Come to think of it, how is he getting funded for this? Like, is someone paying for it? Is it coming out of his own pocket? I like to think about stuff like that because it doesn't seem like he's doing it for any type of monetary gain. He really believes in what he's doing. I can't help but admire characters like this, right? Now, the question I have is, what if he relapses again? Then what? Right? Because I don't know, this is just a very interesting case because what happens in the real world? You relapse and then you just go back to, rehabilitation. I'd imagine that that's what happens because we've seen the wall of Goheen's patients that he's at who have like relapsed and stuff like that, and the people who didn't make it. So it makes sense thinking of it like, oh, you can't save them all, but it doesn't hurt to try, and that's what Goheen does. And he's just so wholesome. He's just giving them all the encouragement he needs. Be confident in yourself, and if you feel like, you have a moment of weakness, you're always free to come back here. He's giving them the choice. That's an awesome doctor, and an awesome mentor, and an awesome friend. The Legosi can learn a lot from him, and I'm wondering what question he's gonna ask though. That's so awesome. He's seeing him off. Pretty sure Legosi helped capture that guy, but we'll see. That was someone who killed two ferrets while he was in a deranged state of mind. He did a great job recuperating. So what was it you wanted to ask? Wait, he killed two ferrets, and you're just like letting him go? But but what can you really do? Because what we've seen with these carnivores, sometimes it's like it's two state of minds that they have. It's their calm and normal mind, and then when their instincts take over and they go ballistic, because they live most of their life being suppressed, right? And then you have this force that's like out of your control, well, immediately out of your control, because you've spent your entire life suppressing it and trying not to feel it, and then when it gets too overwhelming for you, can't control yourself, and then you end up killing someone and devouring them, which is a really sad thing that happens, right? And then you have characters like Goheen that set you straight on the path, and then give you confidence to step back out in the world and do right by yourself. That's really freaking cool. I love this character. And mind you, Goeen's a panda as well. Goeen can eat meat, but what we saw back here, he even said it like in the first chapter. Well, the first couple chapters we got introduced to him. Where was it? He chooses to just drink bamboo tea and eat bamboo grass. That's his choice, but that's his privilege though. Because pandas are omnivores. They have the choice and the what's it called? The privilege of being able to do that. And I can't say the same for the carnivores. He can be strong by eating grass, whereas Legosi doesn't have that luxury. He's a wolf. It's a biological fact that he needs meat. This, what is he? A leopard or something? I forget. But he needs meat. There are other things, but in the end, his body's always going to be craving it. Okay. It's enough of me rambling. Let me actually read the page. Let's see. What you want to ask? I knew it. I noticed that you've never reported any patients who've killed someone to the police. If that guy killed two ferrets, then he's a murderer, isn't he? Kinda dangerous to let him go. Legosi. Oh man. You know, okay. I can't blame Legosi for thinking that way, but he doesn't understand how privileged he is. He doesn't get it yet, and it makes sense because, mind you, Legosi's very, very new at all this. Goeen's been doing this for a long time, right? And he understands that he has the option, right? And he has that understand. I think he said it in like the previous chapters. He made peace with this beast side a long time ago, right? I would also say he's the protagonist of an anime, or he's the protagonist of a manga that we just missed as well. Same as Louis. He's that older mentor figure. So what's he gonna say to him? I'm a bear. I don't want to play the hero by demeaning other carnivores. Ah, okay. Okay, so you remember it was back at school when Legosi and Bill were arguing, and they were kind of getting into it, but Legosi kind of stopped himself by revealing to everyone that Bill goes to the back alley market and ate that dude's finger and partakes in meat. That was his way of protecting Bill. So you know this is Goheen's way of doing that as well. He was born a panda, and he doesn't want to bring down carnivores just because they were born the way they are, and that's really freaking cool. I love that. Let's see what he says. It was a pure coincidence that I was born a panda with no desire to eat meat. Oh, he didn't even have a desire to? Okay. I don't think it's right that I have more opportunities than others just because of that fact. That's why I enforce my justice by confronting carnivores with my own body. Okay. He takes things into his own hands by doing this. Because that's his privilege. Okay. I don't regret leaving my wife and child 5 years ago. This job is too dangerous. I lost my right eye and most of my back hair. What? That you dropped a lot of bombshells just now. Sorry, I never told you. Yeah, that's a lot of information going. What the heck? Wait, he left? His wife and child? To pursue his. Wow. If that's a man that's not dedicated to his mission, I don't know what is. That's pretty crazy, but I love characters that do this. Like he's very much a tragic character as well. Like he pursues a mission. That's what we all should do. Well, not all, but you know what I'm saying? To pursue something that's bigger than us, something that you actually believe in to the point where you're willing to make sacrifices. That's admirable. It really is. The world isn't so simple that punishing criminals will make it a better place to live. This is this is my ego as a psychiatrist speaking, but any carnivore can change if they want to, and I want to believe the ones that helps them change. I'm sorry, I messed up that. But any carnivore can change if they want to, and I want to be the one that helps them change. I love his conviction, the conviction to his mission, and his belief. That's really cool. And it's good. I want to see a chapter where we see one of his patients. This that'll be so awesome. Like to actually like get affirmation that what you're doing is is the right thing. You know that it actually is working. It may not work for everyone, but it is working, and it is a solution to the problem that's plaguing their society. Because as it stands, their society is actually quite chaotic. It's like a quiet storm that's like slowly brewing and building up based off of what we've seen. Like there are problems with their society, and that's why we get like murders roaming the street like this, looking for blood, and they choose to just ignore that fact. That's why the back alley market exists. If it didn't, I'd imagine the city would be much more chaotic than what it is. Man, but that's really cool going. Oops. Okay, so we're back at school. Going's pretty amazing. I don't know if he's in the right or not, but I'm happy that I get to learn from him. Yeah, you're still in school. You're the hypocrite here, man. So, yeah, it's good that he's being open-minded about it all. That's what I like about Legosi. He's not obnoxious like most like main characters are in like a shonen. Don't get me wrong, he's naive, and I'm pretty sure he has some idealism in him. Actually, most definitely does, but he's open to learn and to change whenever he's challenged. So we'll see. I want to see where he goes as a character. But I've got no time to worry about society. I need to study for my test. I can't get my grades too low. That's also relatable. The world is opening up, but you still have to study for that test. It's so unreasonable to have to work with going at night and go to school during the day. I'm turning into a night owl. But Going did tell me not to take my education lightly. And this is also relatable. He falls asleep. I know this smell. What do I do? Should I play possum? Wait, possum? But I'm a wolf. I've got no sense of humor. Why do I even try? Hey, so... Oh, is it Haru? Okay. I think it's Haru. Because these bubbles always show up right here whenever Haru's gonna show up. So we'll see. Yep. My guy friend wants to hang out with me tonight. Man, I haven't seen Haru in a while. And he shoots up. He's like, what? Guy friend? Long time no see. Likewise. Now tell me more. He's mad. Come on, dude. You have no right to be mad. I'm liking your new haircut. You look like a businessman. Huh? Oh, I forgot, right. So, Who's this guy friend of yours, Haru? Ah, what's it to you? Don't you act like my boyfriend just because we slept together once. I'm not trying to. Hey, why are you so grumpy? Legosi said that to her. Why am I so grumpy? Hello? I've been messaging you for the longest time, but you either reply once or ignore me altogether. When we pass by each other in school, you always look away from me. You're not even at school in the evening. Let's see how bad their texts are. Hey, how are you? Hey. Hello? Hey. I left school. Wow, that's bad. That's actually terrible, but it's so familiar though. I feel bad now. Yeah, that's actually terrible. So he just ignores her? He doesn't even, this isn't even a conversation. It's so one-sided. He says hey once and then like I left. I missed you. I really hated that you thought I still had feelings for Louis. You just assumed my feelings and got away from me to satisfy your ego. That is very true. Like, I felt Legosi did the right thing, but now that Haru's saying it, he did just assume this, though. But the thing was, Legosi wasn't wrong, right? He wasn't wrong for doing it, but it was kind of messed up without hearing Haru's side of things first. But she is correct. That's exactly what Legosi did. And then apparently he's been ghosting her as well. Like, his excuse might be because, you know, it's to keep you safe and whatnot. And we do know that he is training, you know, so he can be around Haru safely. But the thing about that is, Haru doesn't know that. Excuse me. My throat's getting dry. Well, my mouth's getting dry. Okay. Okay. So, Haru doesn't know that, right? There's a lack of communication between these two. She is completely in the dark about what Legosi's been doing and why he's been doing it. So that's a bad thing. So continuing, I know that when we walk together, our step sizes are different, but we still walked in the same direction. So why is it now that you're going to places far and unknown to me? Aw, that's awesome. Like, they might be different, right? They might not be even like in body or in size, but they should be even in what they want, right? They both want the same thing. They both move the same way, move in the same direction, and move with each other, right? So I feel like Haru feels neglected and she doesn't feel respected by Legoshi. And she's completely 100% in the right to be feeling this way. I've seen this before. I've experienced this before, and I've been the one doing this before. And I can say for like 100% certainty, Legosi's in the wrong for this. I love Haru as a character. Really awesome. I really hate it. I'm so lonely. Is it over for us? I didn't even think they were together. It just didn't seem like it. And I think that's the point, though. You forget, like, wait, are they dating? Like, are they a couple? You don't even see them hanging out with each other. Not really. And Legosi just, like, ghosts her. So let's see. We're with Legosi. I didn't think it was so harsh when I said those things to her. I was ready for her to forget all about me. But Legosi, you were just talking about going about your rabbit girlfriend. That's kind of that is so his Legosi's line of thinking is just so weird and it's toxic at times. I don't like it. Like, he's not infallible because he's a main character. I like that because he's a teenager and this is his first time at all this and he's making mistakes. And you kind of get where he's coming from because we spend time with them. He literally has to worry about killing her. and he's working on himself, which is great, but she doesn't know that. And looking at this from, the perspective of being in a relationship, I'm not in a relationship, I'm saying Legosi and Haru's relationship, that this is sad to see. Let's see. I would have been satisfied with my feelings first, staying one sided. I'm sorry, Haru, but I'm not trying to distance myself from you. But you are, sir. That's the reality of it. She's not having it. So, you know how I swore to you that I'd get stronger? Well, that's what I've been trying to do. I can't really get into the details, but what I've been doing outside of school is ultimately for your well-being. Okay, when he says he can't get into the details, that's bullshit. He should just tell her what he's doing. Like, it does. It just doesn't make any sense to leave what he's been doing out. Like, she's suffering much more than Legosi is. Even though Legosi's gone through, like, you know, physical stress, mental stress, especially for rabbits like Haru, it's not good. Oh, and they can die of loneliness, fun fact. So, anyway, I'm trying to mold society into one that doesn't harm the lives of herbivores. Oh, and when I say herbivores, I mean you. And, hey, Haru, look at me, hey. Okay, so she's mad. That's why her ears are flapping back and forth. And, but the thing is, when he says, I'm trying to mold society into one that doesn't harm the lives of herbivores, that that's nonsense. Legosi doesn't. He's still a high schooler. He doesn't have the influence to do that. In fighting, it's like, okay, so it's the Batman dilemma, right? Like, is Batman ultimately good for Gotham, or is he actually the problem with Gotham, right? Just because you take out one criminal doesn't mean, like, more was brought up. And even Goeen said it before, like, it's a, it's a small solution, what he's doing, but it's something, but ultimately it's small scale. You can't help everyone, right? So, it's flawed logic, what Legosi is talking about. And, truth be told, it is for Haru, but it's also to satisfy Legosi's ego as well. I don't think he realizes that yet. I miss you way more than you do. And she's not listening to him anymore. No good, my words aren't reaching her. Let's see what she says. A safe society for herbivores sounds so fake and I'm not interested. Like, if Legacy has those aspirations, he should try to become the Beastar, honestly. We have not seen a Beastar yet. Like, I'd figured Going would be the Beastar, but no, I guess not. Otherwise, that would have been brought up. And this is absolutely correct from Haru, because that is nonsense. There's no reason why they can't hang out more. I mean, he's doing training with Goheen, but he should just straight up be honest and tell her that. That's what he's doing. And you would think she'd be more understanding, but she can't be understanding if Legosi's underestimating her character by not being forthcoming with her. That's what, because that's not healthy in a relationship, and I guess they are in a relationship, so there's that. Even if this society endangers the lives of herbivores, I still want to spend the rest of my days with you by my side. Aw, that's awesome. That's kind of naive, but you understand where she's coming from because she doesn't have the context to understand because Legosi has not helped her get there yet. By, in a way, that kind of is demeaning to Haru by not trusting her intelligence. That's just observation from me. Because I've seen both sides of this before. I've been on the receiving end and I've been the one doing it. So, yeah. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I see now. I didn't really say that to make you happy. Hey, when I told you I'd get stronger, didn't you say that you'd wait for me? don't take what I said to heart. I only said that because it felt right at the time. Oop. What? What we females say has many layers. Ain't that the truth? But, but, man, that's kind of harsh from her. But that's realistic, though. You know, I like how Haru has spunk. She has attitude, and she doesn't take Legosi's shit, which is quite refreshing to see. She's not that, oh my god, so cute, must protect type of character. In a way, Legosi's treating her like that, and she absolutely hates that, right? But yeah, that's harsh. But I like to see like female characters, strong female characters with backbone. You know, especially since Karu is the victim here. She's the one that's been wronged. No matter if Legosi is having good intentions by doing it, he's still in the wrong here. Anyway, Haru, I'll be honest, this isn't working out for us. Oh, is he gonna break up with her? Our sense of values are too different. She makes no effort to be wary of the dangers of society, even though she was almost made a victim of it. I think I see how our relationship can work. Haru, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna break up with her? Will you marry me? Uh... What? How do you... What? Wait. How do you just... How do you make that leap? They're hardly even seeing each other as it is. That's a very Legosi thing. Please say no. That's an insta no right there. Hold up, bro. What is that? Okay, wait. Let's go back. Look at these guys. They heard that. They're in the library, right? Yeah, they heard it. And they're like, huh? He drops his books. That's hilarious. Hell no. That's an instant nope right there. And she's like, why? He's like, oh, I'm not saying we should get married right away. Maybe after we graduate, interspecial couples might be more common by then. Marriage, marriage, marriage. She's angry. No, I mean, why marriage? Don't we have to date first? Exactly. Do we really have to do it in a particular order? Maybe that's the norm, but there are many benefits for us getting married. Legos, so relatable. He's so relatable, it hurts. Like, he's so derpy, it hurts. So dorky, it hurts. Everything he does is just relatable. He's so freaking stupid. It hurts. But it's so familiar. I love it, but I love him, but I hate him at the same time. It's actually nuts. Let's see what he says. Let's see. Benefits of getting married. I like Haru. She doesn't seem to hate me. Can stay close so I can protect her. She won't be lonely. We're always near each other. She has absolute protection against bed bugs. Well, bad bugs. That last part's pretty important. Don't hang out with any weird males, okay? I can't believe how carried away you're getting. And and he has the audacity to say don't hang out with any weird males when he's not even hanging out with her. He's been ghosting her. That's actually kind of toxic, man. And it's kind of manipulative as well. That's an instant no. Please don't. If this is the Haru that I know and love, she's gonna be like, fuck off, dude. And she has every right to do that. She's the one that's being neglected here. Don't hang out with any weird males. Can't blame her if she does. Can't really stop her from living her life, especially if you're not in it. So, yeah, that's bad. Who I hang out with is my business. I would never marry someone as controlling as you. Yup, there it is. Thank you, Haru. Freaking backbone. I love this character. 1 hour earlier. Hey, Haru. Oh, is this a donkey? Have I seen him before? Maybe in an early chapter or something. Hey, Haru. How you doing? Oh, hey, it's been a while. Can we go to the gardening club room tonight? We haven't been together in the last several months. Several months? She hasn't been seeing anyone then, huh? I'm done fooling around with males. I already have someone I gave my heart to. I want to give my heart to. He's 100 times scarier and weirder than you. Okay, so this is Haru. He's too weird. Going would have done a lot better. Going would have done a better proposal. Bruh. He's too clumsy. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's good on Haru for for blowing him off, for saying no. Legosi hasn't earned it yet. Don't get me wrong, Legosi's a good friend, but he's not ready. Legosi's a good friend, but he's not like a good best friend, if you know what I mean. He's not he's not at his best where he should be, so he's not ready. So good on Haru, but she is willing to give him a chance though, because she says it right here. She does want to give him her heart, you know, but he has to earn it first. So that's really good. That's realistic, and I like how Beastars is realistic like that. And Haru's a pretty real character, not gonna lie. So, man, I really enjoyed this chapter. It's refreshing seeing her again after all this time. And Legosi is, he's still Legosi. So, yeah, we have an interview here. You know, I don't have the energy to do it. Maybe a separate vid or something like that, but chapter 69 was really good. I love seeing these characters. Goheen with Goheen's head really stuck out a lot, and I hope it's relevant, even more relevant in chapters to come. Like I said before, it'd be really cool to see one of his patients doing well and actually, you know, thriving in society. So, we'll see. Maybe it'll be a subplot or something, I don't know. But that was fun. That was chapter 69, and I will see you during chapter 70. I'll see you then. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you later.